Okay, we had a break, and now we're back. We're back for the foreseeable future every Sunday. And in this video, I'm going to share our most recent video. And I'll just start off by saying the meeting started off with there were two people there, and then we were doing check ins because that's what we do at the beginning of the meetings. We kind of check in, and so someone was checking in, and then I realized that there were people trying to get in the meeting. There were people posting in the private community that wanted to get in. They didn't have the link, and silly me, I had not attached the link to this thing that I said. So, so someone's checking in. I'm a little distracted, and I do apologize later for being distracted, but I'm distracted. And anyway, so they get in, and I skip over this person who was checking in. I was distracted. And so I say, I welcome the new people, like, hey guys, we're just checking in right now. Both the other people in the meeting, they've already checked in, even though this other person hadn't checked in or finished their check in. And so they check in, and it's going really well. And this other person speaks up and says, hey, I didn't get to finish my check in, and I'd like some space for that. And my reaction was just like, yes, like I totally skipped, and they spoke up and they made the group work for them, right? They spoke up, safe space here. And so we were kind of talking about the different ways people pick themselves back up after they've binged, after they've kind of fallen down. One woman had shared that she recently binged, and she didn't want to show up to the meeting, but that she did, and was really grateful, and like knowing that this was a safe place, that she could go here and just say, hey, I binged, and we weren't gonna like give her, I don't know, jump on, I don't know, we weren't gonna, we just said, we just all nodded. Actually, I think we were all just, yeah, we hear you. So knowing that it was a safe place, that was one thing that got her out of shame, and helped her recover faster. So that was kind of the question we explored. Yeah, and then anyway, so after we were exploring that question, then we kind of circled back around and had this first person do their check-in, and and so that's kind of the meeting in a nutshell. And in a quick recap, for people, a lot of good conversation. One gentleman was he was gonna leave early, but then he stayed the whole time because he felt safe and felt that it was a good space, and so I was so happy to hear that. And so a few things that are coming up that I would like your opinion on, would like to explore with you, is there was but someone gave another person advice, and the advice, in my opinion, was skillful. It said, hey, this is what I've found works for me. You might want to try it too. And the person who gave advice was actually afterwards spoke about how in other traditions, Overeaters Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous, other groups, Food Addiction Anonymous, advice giving is not allowed. It's not encouraged. And how, what a shame that was, because then some of the collective wisdom couldn't be given, right? We get all this people, you'd have all these people at the Overeaters Anonymous meetings, the Food Addiction Anonymous meetings, and they couldn't give advice. They couldn't share what was working for them. At least this is what one person was sharing. Advice wasn't encouraged. And so here we're leaning into maybe skillful advice. It's okay. So this is going to be a double-edged sword, I feel like, where we can give advice, and learning and seeing what comes up with that, right? Like, can we share what's worked for us? Can we not give advice all the time? Can it, finding this delicate balance? Can we read the person to see what they're open to? These little things, can we find a skillful way to be able to express what's worked for us? And, of course, we're not just giving advice here. We're trying to listen. We're trying to really absorb. We're trying to share. And sometimes I think just the practice of just absorbing, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is it can bring up a lot, just listening to people's stories. It can be very moving, and just listening and taking it in is is a practice in itself. That's kind of something that I'm really, really trying to practice. And so yeah, that's our recap. There's some growing edges. I will remember to post the link with the when I do a notification in the private community. If you are not part of that private community, it's eatingenlightenment.com/community. You can just sign up right there. It's free. We do journaling, inner child healing, and we talk about food. So that's at eatingenlightenment.com/community. What else is there? I suppose that's it. We will just keep this video nice and sweet. And yeah, okay. So namaste. Thank you for being here and watching. If you have any questions, just let me know or comment down below. Okay.